Hello, this is Mahlena Ray Johnson with For Nerdy Girls with Mahlena Ray Johnson. That's me. And today's topic is, but I'm too old. No, you're not. Mahlena explains how to make friends as an adult. Yes, I know it's hard. First thing is say hello. Second is give a compliment. Third thing is ask a question. And fourth is keep it moving. So, first, who am I? I'm Mahlena Ray Johnson, and I went to Loyola Marymount University for film school. I went to University of Southern California for business school, where I got my MBA in marketing, entertainment, and entrepreneurship. And what else am I supposed to say? Oh, it's May 23rd, 2018. I have spent the last decade doing informational interviews and video coffee chats, hundreds of them, and I've gone to hundreds of networking events and conferences, and I've connected with thousands of people all over the world. So I'm immensely qualified to help you with your networking skills and show you how to make friends. All right. Oh, also, I forget, as I said before, that I am also a writer. So I wrote my fourth book, Love It or Lou Out. It is published and it's on Amazon Kindle. It is about a refugee suffering from PTSD who is scared to fall in love with a single dad. And I'm working on my fifth book called But You Have No Idea. That's what it's called. It's about a different refugee, same parallel timeline. What is she doing? I still haven't gotten a log line yet, but it's about infidelity, betrayal, and polyamory. All right. So today's topic, but I'm too old. This is something that I'm hearing more as I talk to more people above the age of 25. And I'm sure there are other people under the age of 25 who think they are too old to accomplish anything. A lot of times because so much of youth is prized in media, and you don't see people Ellen's age going on Ellen. You see people Ellen's age watching Ellen in the audience, but you don't see a lot of people who are Ellen's age, which I think is that she has to be in her 50s now, just being interviewed, doing whatever. It's all really little children or teenagers sometimes, but a lot of media is about old people who are behind the cameras telling people 10 or 20 years younger than them to interview people 10 or 20 years younger than those people so that they can keep eyeballs on screens, except that our population all over the world is aging and people think they're just out of commission and everything is ended by the time they hit 30. And that's just not true, and it's especially not true with friends. It is a lot harder to make friends as an adult because you're not around a bunch of people all day necessarily. Even at your job, you're usually doing your job or you're helping somebody, depending on what your job is, but you're not interacting with a lot of people all the time on average, unless that is what your job entails. And sometimes if you're a teacher, you're probably interacting with a lot of people every day, but you're not necessarily interacting with a lot of peers every day. The good thing about making friends as you age is that you have more choice over your friends and you can meet people who are more in tune with what you need. So as you were growing up, you probably grew up around people who were close to you, like physically close to you. So you went to school with a lot of the same people. You didn't really have a choice of who you got to be friends with because your parents made that decision, your guardians made that decision, your family made that decision, or whoever was in charge of you made the decision of where you lived, where you went to school, what activities you went to, and those are the people that you ended up making friends with because you saw them all the time. As you age, you get to decide what you want to do and who you get to talk to. So there's more choice over what you do in your free time. If you're at work, that's a great place to meet people if you like that. But with your free time, you get to figure out what you want to do and who you want to meet. And it's always a great time to start making friends, even when if you think, I don't need new friends. Someday you will look back and say, oh, I should have started making new friends because I was outgrowing my friends or they left or something happened. So I do know it's hard. It is hard because people get more set in their ways, you included, but it is not impossible. So we're going to lean into the aspects of making friends as an adult, not just saying, oh, there's no one around, no one wants to talk to me, but also saying, who would I like to be my friend? So we're talking about online friends and offline friends, actual people in the meat space of people who are real people. And this can happen anywhere. This can happen when you're going to buy your groceries, provided you don't have them delivered, when you're going to get your mail, when you're taking out the trash, when you are on the subway, if you ride the subway, or on the bus, or at work, if you are going to an office space often, or you're going to the park, or you're going to the beach. In online spaces, this happens on Facebook, where I'm recording this video. It happens on Twitter, on Instagram, on Pinterest. If you see a pin you like, you can talk to that person. On LinkedIn, where you can find new people to talk with. Wherever you are, you can make a new friend. And I'm going to try to make a new friend today using these steps that I'm going to talk to you about. So first thing is say hello. That's the easiest thing about making a friend. Hopefully you can just go up and say hello to them. Now, I am advocating this for women to talk to other women. I'm not advocating for men to go up to women and start saying hello, because that can be creepy for women. It can be creepy for anyone, but especially right now, I'm talking with women who would like to make friends with other women in a non-creepy way. So you're going to do this in person, you're going to do this online, you're going to pick a place to try this out. First thing you're going to say is hello, so you don't have to worry about anything else. And next, the second thing is you're going to give a compliment. So you have to figure out ahead of time what you're going to say to this person. So don't just go up to them and say hello and then think of the compliment. Think of the compliment first, then go up and say hello, and then give the compliment. So it can be something as simple as, I like that tie. Well, I guess if you're a woman, if you like that, yes, if you see a woman with a tie, go up to her and say, I like that tie. I guess it's easier for gentlemen because they wear ties more often. Or, I like your shoes. Or, it's easier because you're doing it, if you're in person, you're seeing the person physically. So usually I don't advocate giving physical compliments, especially if it's like about their face, like, you have a nice face. That's creepy. Or, I like your skin. Don't say that. Online, you have a lot more options to choose from. So if you're in a group, that's a lot easier to give someone a compliment that isn't based on their appearance, because you're not complimenting them on their appearance. You should be complimenting them on something they said, or an insightful point they made, or a picture they put up, or a helpful tip that they gave someone else. Find something to compliment on that shows you are appreciating something that they have done or created or chosen for themselves. 3, ask a question. So you've given the compliment, you can ask them about the thing that you have complimented them on. So how did you come up with that advice? Or have you been in that same experience? Or where did you get that shirt? Where did you get those shoes? Did you see such and such had the same shoes as you were wearing? Or, I love that you said this. Have you heard of this? So you're asking them a question to create conversation. You're starting off with a place of saying hello to someone. You're giving them a compliment, and then you are furthering the conversation by asking a question related to them that makes them feel like you are genuinely interested in that person. Next, after they ask the question, you will gauge whether they are interested in continuing to have a conversation with you. And if they are, great, continue the conversation. If not, keep it moving. Either way, keep it moving, because we're focusing on one person at this point. But overall, we want to do this with multiple people. So, because tomorrow I have a video planned about rejection. Rejection is something that people fear, so they don't start networking at all. They don't talk to people because they're so afraid that they're not going to say anything, or that they're going to say the wrong thing, or that someone will just be like, And I have gone through rejection over and over and over and over and over. And the cool thing about it is, the more times you put yourself out there, the more cushions you have to experience people who actually want to interact with you and have a relationship with you. So Even if the person says, yes, let's continue this conversation, you're going to have a conversation with another person the next day because you want to keep going and keep practicing and find the right type of friends for you. So 1, well, 0. Yes, I know it's hard. I know it's hard to make friends as an adult. It is not as easy. The great thing is that you have more choice over the friends you get to make, especially with online people. You can make friends all over the world who share your interests and complement you in ways that people in your particular neighborhood or area may not. Okay, 1, say hello. 2, give a compliment. 3, ask the question. And 4, keep it moving, meaning you're going to keep doing this process and making friends who are your people. All right. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you have any comments or questions, please leave a comment if you're on Facebook, or if you're not on Facebook, then email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com. And if you are ready to make friends and you're like, Mahlena, we got to talk because I need to do this, then email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com and we will set up a networking strategy conversation where you talk for about 30 minutes. I write everything down, and then in the next 20 minutes, we come up with a plan for you to get networking and making friends in business immediately. So it's a 50-minute session, you and me, mostly you're doing the talking, I'm doing the writing, we come up with a plan, you implement it that day. If you want that to happen, email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.